Ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with some amazing facts to share with you about this Valentine's Day. Let's get started. For all the astrologers and non astrologers out there, as you know, Valentine's Day has to do with love and the planet Venus. And Venus is doing something particularly special. Not just one thing, not just two things, not three things, not four things, but five very special things that we're going to talk about right now. So let's dive right into it. The first thing, and let me get my mug out of the way here so we can see beautiful Venus. The first thing is, ladies and gents, Venus will be at its brightest in the sky on February 14th. That is, out of every day of the year, right on February 14th, it'll be at minus 4.6 magnitude, which is super duper bright in the sky. So you cannot miss Venus as the evening star. But there's more. The second thing is, as you know, in the Vedic, those who do sidereal astrology, Vedic astrology, you know that Venus will be exalted, as it already is actually, but it will be exalted on February 14th. Now, Venus can be no more than about 47, 48 degrees away of longitude from the sun, which means it's going to follow either the sign where the sun sits, the next sign, or the previous sign. But Venus being exalted is special for this time of year, especially in conjunction with it being at its absolute brightest. But that is not all. We also have a 4-month transit through the sign of Pisces. Yes, that means that not only will it be exalted, it will be exalted for a total of 4 months. Venus is going to go direct and then retrograde back and do a triple transit of Pisces. So depending on where that sits in your horoscope, I'm going to look at a couple example charts here. That's going to mean certain things for you. The next thing, number 4, is that Venus will participate in multiple special yogas. Now, yogas are the purview of Vedic astrology. So I'm going to pull up our trusty Vedic astrology site. Chart rather. There it is. And take a look at Venus's position. Now, yogas are combinations of 2 or more planets or planetary factors. In this case, Venus will be with Rahu, the north node of the moon, which, depending on the ascendant, can create a number of notable, one notable yoga, which is a nodal Raja Yoga. That is when Venus owns one of the kendras and it's in a trikona, or it owns a trikona and is in a kendra. So, for example, that would be the case if it were Gemini rising. So let me see if I can move this to a Gemini ascendant. Give me 1 second here. Let's go ahead and change the time, change the ascendant. So in this case, now Venus would be the owner of the 5th house in the 10th house with Rahu, the node. So that is a special yoga. But there is an additional yoga that if you're very bright, you have already seen, which is that Venus is exchanging signs. This is called Parivartana Yoga, or mutual reception, with Jupiter. These are the 2 benefics interacting with each other, which they don't normally like to do. Jupiter is the guru of the devas. Venus is the guru of the asuras, or the daityas, or however you want to put it, but the other guys. So they don't usually go into the office and hold a truce, but that is what they're doing right now. And what they'll be doing for the next 4 months. So that is exciting. So Venus participates in special yogas. The final thing, which is not on the map, so if you've been watching this video, I want to reward you with a little bonus, is that, well, let's summarize first the 4 things. The first, Venus is extremely bright, the brightest it will be all year on that day. By the way, that day happens to be a Friday. That's number 6, bonus for you. Second thing is Venus is exalted. Third, it is a very long transit. So when planets have time to transit through a sign, they have time for their effects to take root. The fourth thing is multiple yogas. And the final thing is, yes, and it happens on a Friday, is that Venus will be transiting the stars Purva and Uttara Bhadra, which is associated with design and visual aesthetics, amongst other things, right? This is one of the secret meanings. We cover in the Nakshatra course. Go to my site, decodingvedicwisdom.com. It's there. So if you're planning any, or if you're planning to start an artistic project, a painting, a video, a movie, or interior decoration, this is a great time to do it. If you're planning on even creating a party or a special event for Valentine's Day, this is a good year to do it. So Venus in the visually aesthetic star, the Purva Uttara Bhadra pair, have to do with visual acuity, can be great for starting these kinds of visual projects. So if you have something like that planned, this is a good period to do that. Now, having said that, this February is graced by the planet Venus. I am also launching our yearly professional Dilanu certification. That is, I will be certifying students to become professional relationship counselors using the Dilanu software, giving compatibility matchmaking advice using this tool that we have created, but not just using the tool, using also the support that all graduates of this program get. Number one, free use, obviously, of the software, which is a $360 value, but also the website. This is just now live, and you are graduates get listed with their qualifications on this website, and your clients can book directly through the website. So you don't need a website, you don't need anything. This can be your portfolio that describes your classes, and it has your schedule, and people can book directly on yours on the site and get services from you. So this is part of our dedication to Dilanu professional students, as well as ongoing support and a lifetime of free continuing education classes. So the people who took the first Dilanu professional certification get this one free. That was $1,500. This year, it's $2,500. Next year, it will be $5,000, and the following year, it will be $10,000, and that's when I stop teaching. So this is your chance to come on board. This is as cost-effective as it can get, and I do have payment plans. I have all kinds of plans. If money is a problem, it should never be a problem if you're truly dedicated to getting this education. So if that interests you, we'd love to have you on board. Go to decodingvedicwisdom.com. You will see the class there. If you are only interested in the software by itself, it is available as well, prodilanu.com. And you can find out more on Divine Love Match or book with one of our professional consultants, okay? A lot of news, a lot of events coming this February for me. I've been away from things, building in a building phase. Now we're starting to launch things. So I look forward to hearing from everyone. Let me know your thoughts about Venus. If you have any questions about this configuration, it's not all roses, by the way. Venus can create conflict as well, especially when it is retrograde. So we can watch out for that, particularly when it moves through the Uttara and Purva and Uttara stars, which are difficult stars. But nevertheless, We have powerful combinations here, and I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but a rare event of 5 things coming together. And of course, 5 is the number and symbol, or one of the numbers for Venus. So you can use 6 as well. But in terms of its shape, the pentagram shape that it makes and so forth, the number 5 is also strong with Venus. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. That's it for today. I'll have another update tomorrow about compatibility in relationships. And until then, we'll see you in the next one. Hari Om.